There are two very interesting television stories going on at the moment. The first one is Carol Vorderman. I don't know if you know of Carol Vorderman. Carol Vorderman rose to fame, extraordinary fame, by presenting Countdown, or rather not by presenting Countdown, by being the mathematics genius in Countdown, which she was appeared on with Richard Whiteley from 1982 to 2005. She was sensational. And now she sort of dominates social media, making very interesting observations. I'll come back to her observation in a second. The other story is about a person called Marianna Spring. Marianna Spring, unlike Carol Vorderman, who had a very impressive CV, Marianna Spring has been disingenuous. But it becomes interesting because she is part of BBC Verify. This is a very odd part of the BBC, which is sort of self-congratulatory and self-doctoring. And it's I felt very uncomfortable about it for a very long time. And there are other people. I think Maya Tusi is somebody who's quite sort of negative about the BBC Verify system. But when you realise BBC Verify is led by people who have lied, then it throws the whole thing into disarray, doesn't it? And she claimed in her CV that she had been working in Russia, I think. She reported on the international news during the World Cup with Sarah Rainsford. But Sarah Rainsford had barely met her, and it simply isn't true. She said, I bumped into Sarah, Marianna said that she bumped into Sarah while she was working. She chatted to her at various points, but nothing more. Everything else on my CV is entirely true. There's absolutely no excuse at all, and I'm really sorry again. The only explanation at all is my desperation to report out in Moscow and thinking that it wouldn't be a big deal, which was totally naive and stupid of me. I'm really sorry about this awful decision and misjudgment on my part. Well, yeah, absolutely. There are many ways of getting to Moscow. That wasn't the way to do it. And it's stupid. And to then for the BBC to then think this is somebody to place at the helm of their BBC Verify is equally naive on the part of the BBC. What are they playing at? What are they doing? Now, Carol Vorderman, on the other hand, picks up very interesting stories on Twitter and stuff. And one of the stories she's picked up today is about Kwasi Kwateng. And apparently, according to Carol Vorderman, Kwasi Kwateng feels let down by Liz Truss. She says, you feel let down. No apology for the devastation and heartbreak you caused or for nipping off to a financier's drinks party straight after your budget. Give me strength. And she's referring to an interview that Kwasi Kwateng gave to Sky, and apparently he says that he feels he was accused. He feels let down by Liz Truss as he accused her of total capitulation following her failed agenda. Well, I think he should just revel on the fact that Liz Truss ogled at him and marvelled at his prodigious package, and that was the thing that headlined for day after day after miserable day of her 49-day tenure as Prime Minister. Even when he had gone, it was his prodigious package which dominated and which ruined lives, and if he isn't prepared to apologise for the ruination that he caused, then frankly he must be mocked for his prodigious package. And Carol Vorderman is 100% right, and I am there behind her.